the idea behind this video today is going to be the comparison between some different pedals. So I happen to have the new Pedaling Innovations 2.0 Catalyst pedal here to compare. We've got the brand new Saint clipless pedals. Those are the PD M820. We've got those to compare with the older Shimano style clipless, as well as the older, you know, whatever you want to call that, Shimano style clipless. We've got the important fuel for the day. And so here we are, we're going to talk about the differences just at first glance between these and go from there. So obviously, like these little guys, they work. They certainly have a application that they fill if you're looking to run a lighter weight pedal, you're clipless only, and you know you're going to be clipped in 100% of the time. I know a lot of roadies use these style pedals. I mean, it makes sense in that application. Obviously, these are the old style trail pedals. They've seen their good wear and use, but the idea behind those obviously being to give you a little bit more of a platform. Now, the complaint's always been that these didn't really offer much of a platform. Like, there's not really a whole lot that you're gripping onto there. There's no pins. There's nothing to them really. So we're going to open up the new Saints, which are supposed to be quite the improvement comparatively to these old systems. Okay, so those are pretty nice. Obviously a lot bigger of a platform than what we've been used to. I'd say probably double the size. We've got some space to put some pins in here. Got some nice feeling bearings. Oh yeah, those are looking like a nice pedal. That's one side. Looks like in the package we've got the spikes for the pedals. Those will be adjustable. They've got Loctite on them already.
Got some washers. More washers. Instructions.
Okay, so we already have cleats. We don't actually need these. So these will go into the bin, the backup bin. So we can see there is a significant size difference here between these. Quite a change in this new style. For the average trail rider, someone who's going to be actually, you know, not counting grams, but cares about, like, you know, the difference in weight and all this, it definitely makes some sense to go to a bigger pedal with actual pins in it. So that's going to be nice. That's going to be a big change for my girlfriend, who is the one who actually rides with all these. I ride with the Catalyst pedals on my trail bike. They're pretty phenomenal. I've been really happy with the old ones, and I've got the new generation here, which are definitely more spikes, and as we can see, a much bigger pedal. I like the flats. I prefer not being clipped in. That's just my style. I can't do it. I don't know how people do that in trails and go fast and be confident. But they say the same thing about me with my flats. So teach their own. Everybody's got their own ideas, and yeah, just ride your bike. Ride your bike. That's the important part. All right. So if I was comparing the weight of these, unfortunately I don't have a scale that'll work to really get down to the nuts and bolts and grams of these. Shimano will have the weights. I'll try and put I'll put the official Shimano weight across the bottom of the screen here. But basically, I mean, I'd say it's clearly a heavier pedal, but to a point that anyone's going to really notice, any average rider, that this is going to be the make or break difference on your pedal weight of the bike. I really don't think so, but the fact that this will give you that extra confidence and that comfort, as well as support under shoe, I think this is going to be a game changer pedal for anyone who's out here riding clips, to have this bigger platform compared to these older models, and especially compared to something like this. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to put all the pins into this guy. So, read the instructions, see what they want us to do with these. Probably put the washers in place is the idea. Yep, so we've got spacers to help us adjust the height of the pins is what these guys are. That makes sense. And so, pretty easy, pretty simple. What we're going to do is put the pin in with a spacer. Try it out at that first height. If we want, we can always take those pins and pull them out and make them a little taller. Right. This little Allen key that they included, yeah, it works, but it kind of sucks. Alright, so there's one with one spacer on it. Not exactly a huge difference there. Do we have thicker spacers? Oh, I see. So there's a kit with just small spacers, there's a kit with thick spacers. We ride a lot. We're going to go with the tall spacers based on the fact that we want that grip. This is part of the reason that these pedals were purchased, was to go with the spikes. So sure, you don't want to watch me do all this, so here's a time lapse. Boom. Alright, so fully assembled, we have got the new Shimano Saint PD M820. It's ready to go. We've got it with the pins in, fully locked, as long as they can go. I think that's a worthwhile option to try out at first. We can always put the spacers in to thin that up a little bit if that is what is needed, but at today's point in time, this seems like the right idea. looking forward to trying these out on the trail and seeing how it goes from there.